If you want to know where people are hanging out online who are interested in information on a specific topic, different groups are a great way to go. We're going to look at Yahoo groups. There's also groups on Google.com. You can just go to Google.com and look for the groups. There's other groups, but Yahoo and Google are the main ones. And what a group is people who want to send out an email on a specific topic, create a group. Now, other people sign up for that group and they request to receive emails on that same topic as often as the person who created the group wants to send them. So there's groups on almost everything you can think of. There's group on parenting, there's group on internet marketing, there's groups on fitness, there's a group on almost everything. But what you can do is you can search through the groups and you can find thousands of people who are interested in a specific market and a specific topic. So let's click on computers and internet, why not? And you want to browse through the categories because this will give you ideas. And let's click on internet. I'm trying to look for something good for you here. And if we go down, we look for internet business. Since you're interested in internet business, I'm going to search for that for you. Now let's click on internet marketing and advertising. So for internet marketing and advertising, there are 1,678 groups. You notice the highest group has 10,000 members. The next one has 6,910 members. And so on. So they list the highest membership group first, and then it goes down. So internet marketing, there's a lot of groups dedicated to it. There's plenty of groups. There's almost 2,000 groups. And these are different groups that deal with internet marketing. Now, probably on most of these groups, there are people trying to sell you something. Some of the groups are private, some are public. But when you search through the listings of groups, you're going to be able to find people interested in a common topic. And just by looking at all these categories, you'll see plenty of groups on these topics. So if you go to romance and relationships, you see there's 134,000 groups. And you know, some of these may be questionable porn sites or something like that. I'm not going to make a judgment on that, but you know, if you don't want to get involved with that, then just be a little leery if you go into the romance and relationships category. I would suspect that there's probably some of that crazy porno stuff in there. But you can see there's 51,000 groups on romance and relationships. So this is a hot topic. There's a lot of people interested in romance and relationships. It's a hot topic. And as you browse through these categories, you start to look at some of the groups. Let's go to business and finance. And why not free stuff? We're looking for ideas here, so free ideas is no problem. You can also click on the group name, and you know, they give you a little bit more about the group. There's sponsor results down here, so sometimes when you click on these groups, there's some more info on it. There's some other info here. So looking through the groups directories, you're going to find where groups of people congregate, where groups of people want to know certain topics. You can join a few groups just to start getting emails and see what people in those groups are talking about. You can see what types of products are promoted inside those groups. So groups are a very powerful tool to go and gather ideas and see what people are really interested in when it comes to a certain market. Just one more feature of groups that I want to make sure you understand is if you already have an idea, suppose your idea is stock trading website. We'll just type in stock trading. You search for that. You can also see how many people. There's 584 stock trading groups. And the first one is almost 15,000 members. So you can see that there's a pretty good market for stock trading. A bunch of people wanting to know about how to trade stocks. So, you know, if you had an idea for, let's just say that your idea was pickling eggs. Now, I don't suggest that you actually do this product. If you did, I'd laugh. But you see, look, there's only one group for pickling eggs. And, you know, here It doesn't really look like this group is really about pickling. It's about a bunch of stuff. There's only 38 members. So obviously, even if I said pickling eggs was a good idea, you would come here and say, man, one group, 38 members? Nah, I guess that's kind of a bad idea. I'll just kind of bypass that and let Brian get around to that if he feels like it. So, you know, you're just getting an idea in here of how many people are interested. If you see something like 1,000 groups and each group, you know, the highest group's got 15,000 people, that's a good market to be in, you know, based on just the groups survey. You're actually looking at a lot of variables when you're searching for ideas, and each time you see a different one of these things pop up, it's like another reason for you to enter that market. So you don't just go to ClickBank, you don't just go look at Amazon.com, you don't just look at the groups, but once you start to look at each one of these things, you start to see different things popping up. Once you get a good idea, you want to go back and look at each one of these areas to find a niche market and look for ideas in the niche. Once you come up with a broad general idea, you go through and look for that idea. Use the search features of these websites to look for sites related. And if you start running into a bunch of dead ends, then you might not be in the right place. But if you start looking for an idea and you just see confirmations that, yeah, there's a bunch of websites doing this, that's great. And you also want to try to make a list of all the websites in that market, because you're going to want to approach them at one point in the future and try to get them to promote you, or see if you can buy advertising on their site, or see if you can do a joint venture. So it's really incredible. You can also spy on them to see how they're getting traffic. You can look at their products and their emails, and you know, you can use all that to be better than them, and also create a product that enhances theirs that they're going to want to recommend you. So going through the groups is basically you find where people are looking for information. Anytime someone's in a group, they're looking for more information on that topic. So if it's a commercial, marketable thing where, you know, it's something that people would conceivably pay money for, then you've got a hot idea for a niche. And then you just use all the other tests that I'm about to show you and to see if that niche is going to be a profitable one online. There's no way to determine it 100% for sure before you attempt to make the product, but you can use a lot of scientific type of things to make a lot of reasons for your case, and you can have a really good chance of entering a market and being a success if you follow these steps and look at them holistically. Look at each of the variables and see, yeah, you know, some variables are really strong and some are just kind of mildly strong. But if you have a lot of these variables looking weak, then you probably want to avoid that market or refine it to the point where it's a strong niche for you to be in. If there's only 5 people in the niche, it's probably too small for you to make a lot of money on, unless those 5 people are Bill Gates, Donald Trump, Richard Branson, and you know, any others, you know, Warren Buffett. So try to build a niche that has enough people that you can sell products to, because not everybody interested in that topic is going to buy your product. So you want it to look like, you know what, there's a lot of people interested in this market, and if I only sold to 0.5% of them, or even 1/100th of 1% to them, then I would make a lot of money. So that's the kind of thing you're looking for. And when you keep seeing websites devoted to it, magazines devoted to it, and books and ClickBank products, then you're making the case like this is a good niche to be in, and there's room for one more, and that one more person is you.